Good afternoon, everyone. As many of you know, I'm your president, Jet Clark. I've called this meeting of the Faber College Board of Directors to discuss a recent scandal that has come to the attention of my fellow colleagues and myself. For the past 3 years, the head coach of Faber basketball, Pick Rotino, has been illegally funneling money from sponsors and donors to him as well as current players and recruits. Coach Rotino has embezzled over $2 million, which he knowingly gave to potential Faber players in the hopes of persuading them to play for our university. He also used these funds on existing members of the Faber men's basketball team to encourage them to stay and as incentives to perform better on the court. These incentives included things such as parties, alcohol, clothing, jewelry, and cash. We were initially alerted to these actions by an anonymous tipster, which resulted in our launching of a full-scale investigation. This inquiry led us to the conclusion that the allegations were true, but the investigation is still underway, meaning that there could be more to uncover. I assure you that we will provide full transparency regarding our procedures and findings during the course of our investigation. You may be aware that the FBI has indicted 4 coaches in the past 5 months regarding fraud and corruption. That's why we are taking all necessary steps to distance ourselves from this unfortunate situation. Luckily, this story has not yet made it to the press. Because of this head start we were granted, we have already begun taking the steps we believe necessary to handling the situation in the best way suited for our university. For more on the specifics, I would like to turn it over to the head of HR, Aaron Blackburn.
Hello, everyone. As the director of HR, we will have a clean house approach. First off, we will inform the employees of all the allegations and have an informal meeting. Our first step will be to inform all of these employees and not let them know too much. But and then the second step is to call a lawyer and get advice. The second step will be to consult an attorney that has experience in this type of conflict. The lawyer will specialize in embezzlement, fraud, and have extensive knowledge in NCAA rules and violations. Next, we have already begun to conduct an internal investigation that will be very thorough. We will not rest until we figure out everyone involved. Anyone involved will be promptly fired and charges will be filed. We do not need another scandal in our history at this great university. Next, we will have an emergency meeting with officers. We have had an emergency officer meeting as well. Here we voted on the evidence, agreed that there has been wrongdoing, and are looking to move in a new direction. Our decision is to cut ties with Pick Rotino. He had agreed to resign immediately with no severance package. This is a great alternative to firing him. This will save our reputation by cutting ties and establish a new era to our basketball program that with the least amount of fallout. Next step will be to vote on the evidence, and we will fire Pick Rotino with no severance package. This will be go in a different direction. This is a great alternative. Our next will be fire our current AD. We look forward to the new face of our university, Benjamin Cumberbatch. We have also decided that our athletic administration needs more accountability and oversight. Our athletic director, John Turich, has also agreed to part ways with the university. With that being said, we believed it was in the best interest to move past this quickly. Next step will be a press release. In the coming days, we will also release this press. This basically explains that we look forward to the new era of our athletic program. We cannot wait for our new faculty to start and begin to write a new chapter for Faber. We look forward to working tightly with the coach, Benedict Cumberbatch, and AD Will Marletta. Next will be comply with any demands of FBI or NCAA through the next coming months as crisis will continue. This does not end with the firing of a few employees. We plan on moving forward with the NCAA and complying with all demands from them and the FBI. Keeping employees up to date will also be an ongoing process, but not with confidential matters. Our last step will be assess the past situation and how we got to the current state, and then develop a long-term plan off that. We will be making self-imposed sanctions like scholarship losses and no overnight recruiting visits, possible hire of assistant to oversee legitimacy of recruits and finances. And with that, I would like to introduce our new AD, Will Marletta.
Thanks, Aaron, and hello, ladies and gentlemen. To start off, I'd like to talk about the new direction of our program. We'd like to cooperate with the NCAA. In saying this, I want to be able to get in a new light and want to be able to better ourselves in the eyes of the NCAA. We'll do whatever needs to be done in order to become a program that people look up to and that the fans can rely on, and to do away with the tarnish that the prior AD and coach had given us. We would also like to get in a better and new light in the recruiting field. We don't want to be seen as the program that's paying recruits anymore. We want to be seen as a program that cares about recruits and wants them to excel at this level and excel at the next level, or whatever they might do in their life. Also, we'll be terminating our contract with Adidas, and we'll be openly searching for new contracts. We believe that's big. Completely cutting ties with anybody who has been accused of wrongdoing is important for us. We need to get to a new place and get a new contract. Citing the NCAA on recruiting, accepting payments or preferential benefits for playing sports or accepting prize money above your expenses is a direct violation of amateurism and cannot be done, and that will not happen with the new direction which our program is taking. And segueing into that, I'd like to introduce our new head coach, Benedict Cumberbatch. Benedict is the new direction that we've decided to take with the program. He's has an excellent track record of success in college athletics, and we think it's important that he is an alumni of Faber and that he cares about and wants no wrong to come from the university. We're going to work together to take Faber to new, even higher heights and become a better college, and we want to be fair. With major reforms continuing rapidly in college athletics, key rule changes are focused on improving the student-athlete experience. The NCAA is committed to providing a fair, inclusive, and fulfilling environment for student-athletes and fans, and so are we, along with the NCAA guidelines on fairness. And with that, I'd like to pass along to the head of our HR.
Okay, so hello everyone, I'm Devin Green, the head of the marketing department for Faber College. As you know, Faber has been going through an unfortunate series of events, but I'm here to discuss how we plan to handle this issue from a socially responsible standpoint, along with our future plans. Our number one goal here is to ensure that our image as a university is maintained regardless of the events that have taken place, and we plan on doing this by creating a positive social media campaign using Twitter because it is the most directly reaches our target market. So according to Brandwatch, 77% of Twitter users feel positive about a brand when they tweet or when a tweet has been replied to. So this will give us a chance to give a feel for how the public believes we are dealing with this issue and what we're going to do in the future with the issue at hand. And according to Leslie Berland, mentions in her WARC article, whether it be sports, music, or entertainment, being able to see every side of a topic makes Twitter unlike any other platform in the world, and this allows us to have a really good perspective on what we need to do and what we can see in the eye of the public opinion, and then we can change their opinions as needed. So in terms of future plans, we plan to merge with another socially responsible sports company or equivalent such as Nike or Under Armour. This will allow us to continue to push positive brand image as an educational institution, sports organization, along with promoting general student welfare.